Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hold Your Horses. First, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my investors out there.
Thank you. Give me back my money.
Security! Security! This week, I'm going to talk about one of the most exciting and uplifting news to come out of the US in a while.
After weeks of negotiating with a bipartisan group of senators, President Biden announced that he had reached a deal with that group on a bipartisan bill to fund new infrastructure improvements.
But today, the American people can be proud. The Democrats and Republicans, families here in Wisconsin can be proud. Congress can be proud because this country came together, forged a bipartisan deal.
USA! 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 Yes, finally, the US might be late to the party of infrastructure upgrade, but better late than never. Tensions are growing between liberals and centrists on infrastructure? What? Democratic congressional leaders are threatening to scuttle the infrastructure bill? What? Mitch McConnell vows hell of a fight if Democrats decide to use reconciliation? What? God, what the? Come on, man, this kind of politicking is getting way too old. Can we just all come together for once? Americans need this desperately.
Almost half of U.S. schools reported issues with heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems, and 65% of counties across the country have subpar internet connection. 40% of roads are considered to be in poor and mediocre condition. Our drinking water comes from 2.2 million miles of underground pipes, most of which are aging. Many were laid after World War II and have an average lifespan of 75 to 100 years, meaning many are reaching the end of their life.
Yo man, one can put up with bumpy roads or even unsafe drinking water. But awful internet? No, no, no. You don't want to incur the wrath of these gamers. Now looking back, it's really ironic the way media outlets in the West have covered Chinese infrastructure building. China would pull off some crazy cool stuff. And this would be the reaction from some in the West. Seriously though, I'm not here to dunk on the US. There's no arguing that the country is still a leader in many areas. But you have to admit that when it comes to infrastructure building, the US had taken a carpe diem approach, while China is more about delayed gratification and long-term thinking. Personally, I'm more of an everything in moderation kind of guy. But either way, don't just put somebody down or brush them off for thinking or acting differently from you. And maybe, just maybe, learn to take a valuable leaf out of someone else's playbook once in a while too.